Excuse the mess behind me and welcome to Trevor's Barking Mad channel. I'm Trevor and today we've got a comparison of EV versus petrol. Let's see who wins. Might surprise you. And welcome. I don't know what happened then. It just started and it stopped itself. That's on my phone, a little bit worrying. Dottie's getting a bit excited because I've started filming all again. I rabbited it on way too much in the previous ones. And of course we've got a squeaky tie out now. Just to be a further challenge. So since December I got a petrol car. My EV had started using up way too much range in the cold weather, and it made working my Amazon job rather precarious, shall we say. Ooh, what a word, precarious. Hello, hello. You right there, Doc? Good. So, Dottie's getting a bit excited and there we go, here we go, I'm filming. Toto's climbing up my leg. Right, anyway, to the point in hand. So I changed to a 1.2 DIGS Nissan Note from my 30 kilowatt Nissan Leaf. DIG, direct injection gasoline. S is for supercharger. And it does go like a little pocket rocket. It is quite amazing little car actually. And what a great idea, the back seat slides forward and backwards so you can either have more legroom and smaller boot or bigger boot and less legroom. It's a fantastic idea. Why don't they do that in all the cars? What a brilliant idea. If you're going to take a bigger load in the boot, slide the seat forward. It doesn't recline, just slides forward and back. Great idea. So tonight, I'm going out with some friends. It'll be slid back. They can have limo style legroom. But this is all about the economy and how much it costs to run. Not so much obviously about the eco side of it, because obviously nothing's going to beat the Nissan Leaf because it's electric. And I do hope to return to an EV ASAP as soon as is financially possible. So I went for this car because it was low mileage, it was in amazing condition, and it's also a reliable brand, Nissan. So it's a 1.2, and I do believe that's a Renault engine because Renault own Nissan. But it's finished built, like the Leaf, built up in Sunderland. So how do I get on with it? Well, on the economy side, that's what this is all about really. The Leaf would cost, in the end, roughly about £2.20 to charge it from home overnight. That's in my new tariff from October last year. Which is pretty good. Now, if in between the two, if I did 2 Amazon runs a day and I needed to put a rapid charge into it, now it depends on how much I needed to put in and which chargers I use, because they all vary in cost. It would average around about, let's say about £5 to £6 a charge. Sometimes it'd be a bit less, sometimes it'd be a bit more. So if I'd just done a Winchester run and I needed to put virtually a full battery pack rapid charging, that's going to cost me about £10–11. But if I did an average one, let's say £5 to £6. So if I did 2 runs, that would cost me, let's say it's £6, let's be pessimistic, £6 and £2.20, that's £8.20 to do 2 Amazon runs. I've got it written down in my little book, excuse me. Oh, I have been monitoring this on the last, 4 fill-ups. I'm still mid-drift on the 4th fill-up, so I've got 3 fill-ups to compare it to. So it felt like I was putting a lot more petrol in, which was, I put in £30 at a time, and that takes it up just above 3/4. And on the first one I monitored, I did 220 miles And that's quite, this is quite interesting. 220 miles on that one. And I did 4 Amazon blocks, which averaged £7.50 in fuel per block. So if I was doing 2 blocks a day, that'd be £15 versus £8 on them. That's quite a big difference. The second fill up was also £30. And I did 165 miles. Now I fear these were most probably more around town or city centres. I also did 4 blocks, but that also averaged, whether city centre or long distance, £7.50 a block. Pretty consistent there despite the difference in mileage. The third fill up I put £32 in. I got distracted at the pump. Did 210 miles. I did 5 blocks in that one. There was a couple of smaller local ones, which was quite handy, which averaged out at £6.40 per block, making that £12.80. So that's only just over £4 difference. Thank you, Dottie. Makes me not getting a burp after the drink, which makes a difference between £8 odd and £12 odd a little bit more livable. So it's going to be very interesting to see what the next one is. I did 1 block yesterday, so today I'm on block number 4. I think I've got just over half a tank, so I might get 5 blocks out of this one as well. This was a £30 one. It was at Shell, whose prices are gradually going up a little bit. So there we go. So I got distracted then, sorry. A scaffolding lorry went past, and I've still got scaffolding front and back. Hoping it's not going to come down quite just yet, because there's stuff they still need to do. But it most probably will come down, and they'll put more scaffolding up. Another block, believe me. So the difference being not too much. Now, servicing costs, yes. The note's virtually double. I had a service done, I had a dash cam installed, etc. And it came to virtually 400 quid. Whereas the Leaf would have been about 200. Okay, not having a dash cam fitted, but it wouldn't take much. So yes, running costs are a lot higher. Be interesting in July to see what insurance does. It's not a bigger gap if you buy your petrol carefully at garages that are selling it like 135 a litre, 137 a litre. It softens the blow a bit, and if you're just a bit careful on your, I'm a bit sad, I set the average MPG thing on every block, and I try to keep it so it reads over 50. It's not always possible. The other day, despite trying my damnedest, it went to 39.8 miles per gallon. I thought, for 1.2 petrol engine, 3 cylinders, I haven't even got 4 cylinders. You see a traffic light, it sounds like a pig lawnmower. But it is a great little car. I can see why people buy it. It's quite funky, quite quirky, but I do miss my electric. So there's a little insight, one versus the other. Both are very similar in size. I think the note's slightly smaller. But yeah, there we go. I hope you found that slightly interesting. If you're considering EV, definitely cheaper to run, obviously cleaner environmentally, and much quieter car to drive, and a lot easier because you don't have a gearbox to worry about, so changing gear and clutches and all that stuff. So yeah, I had to put oil in it, in the note. Only a little bit. Anyway, on that note, to get this out quickly for today in a few hours time, thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, comment how you see the comparison. Would you be tempted by electric? Do you have electric? Would you never consider electric? What do you not like about electric? Keep it kind, polite, nice. Be interesting to hear your views though. You take care, and until next time, next Thursday at 5 PM, take care. Bye.